Right, well, let's move on then and talk about the cement space. You have Mangesh Bhadang, the Senior VP Research at Centrum Broking, who joins us on the show. Hi, Mangesh. Good morning and good to see you, Ben. Well, the news that's coming in overnight is that the cabinet has decided to further expand the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojna. How much of a benefit will it be for cement demand? And give us your quick analysis as well. That could help in volumes, but pricing to this particular scheme will be relatively lower in comparison to trade price.
Hi, good morning, Nigel. Thanks for having me. So this has been a really good, big demand booster for cement sector. So in the past also, during COVID or when the actual housing demand was lower, PMAY was actually a key driver which drove cement demand in the markets. So even with this new move that they have said that additional 3.1 crore houses will be built, I think that is something that should definitely drive demand for the sector. And if I have to look at ballpark figures, because generally this is not a standardized houses and it's a credit linked subsidy scheme. So basically, if anyone is going for the houses, they would provide either the interest rates will be incentivized or there would be some amount that would be given up from the government side. So, predicting demand for this becomes a challenge. But even if you assume that some of these will get completed the way or the run rate will continue the way it had happened in the past, I think it has the potential to increase demand by up to 200 to 250 bips for the sector, which is definitely a big number from just one scheme. When it comes to pricing, I think this cement will be sold in the trade market because there is not one buyer who would be buying it in bulk. And these are like small IHB houses or, individual is the one who drives construction of these houses and not the government. So it's not the non-trade segment wherein the cement will go. I think it will be part of the trade segment. So pricing will not be lower, for these houses compared to what you see in the other segments.
Very encouraging then to hear that, Mangesh. Yes. Give us a couple of numbers. What are you forecasting in terms of a growth, cement demand growth for the industry for this year? Is it in that vicinity of high single digit? And post this, how will you up your estimates? For FY25, maybe you won't see that much of an impact, but FY26 as well, this could be a bit of a booster shot. So 200, 250 basis points is the number you're working with. Could you give us the growth numbers?
Yeah. So see, our estimate for FY25 cement demand growth is close to 5 to 6%. Key reason being we are expecting demand in the first half to be very weak. And in fact, in the first quarter, we are expecting some contraction in demand. Last year in the first half, demand growth was almost 16%. And because of elections and timely monsoon, we are expecting that demand is going to take some time before it picks up. So I think second half is where it will pick up. And high base of last year would keep the growth lower at around 5%. And then we will go back to that 8 to 9% kind of trajectory from FY26 onwards. See, if you look at the overall capacity that is coming in the industry, we were expecting that incremental supply could be higher than what the incremental demand is going to be. But with this kind of demand booster, and if definitely 150 to 200 bips additional growth comes through some of these schemes, then obviously we are looking at demand getting matched by the supply that is coming in. So overall, I think it should be positive for the demand as well as pricing. But I don't see too much of I will not be building in too much of an upside right now on the numbers, at least on the FY26, 27 estimates.
Mangesh, hi, the 5% estimation you've given for the current year in terms of volume growth, that bakes in the 2.5% push from PMAY? Or will that be over and above?
So as I said, it's very early. Even if they announce the scheme now, I think it is going to be a continuation. So PMAY was active even in the last year. And as I said, it's a credit-linked incentive subsidy. So basically, the individual has to go ahead and build those houses and not the government. So at least on the urban side, it's the individual who takes this precedence, but at least on the rural side, there would be some houses that will be built, but very difficult to gauge that FY25, there would be an uptick in demand. Whatever happens, I think it will be FY26 or later.
Got it. Mangesh, before we let you go, just quickly, your top picks in the sector?
So in the large caps, we like Shree Cement, and in the mid caps, we like Birla Corp and JK Lakshmi now.
Okay, all right, Mangesh, always good hearing your thoughts. Thanks a lot for joining in and giving us a quick analysis. So as Mangesh said, he believes that this enhancement in terms of the number of houses that will be developed will be good on the demand parameter, good on pricing as well, and has scope to improve the industry growth by around 150 to 200 basis points.